Hello, lovely watchers. Welcome to the Book of Memories, a series where I will be telling the boyfriend unit off camera
Hey, how's it going?
about a series I love and adore, despite its pitfalls. If you're a Silent Hill fan, much like myself, and love deep dives, maybe you'll get something out of this. Now, if you like horror, music, and deep dives, don't forget to smash the subscribe button. It helps the algorithms out. Well, boyfriend unit,
Yes.
when you're nearly 90% of the original developers leave a series and the mothership wants a Western folk still be engrossed in the series, what do you do?
Make another one?
So we do. Yep.
Huh.
We send a video game with parody horrors placed in a fictional Western town to the people who literally live west of Japan. Ergo, cutting the middleman out.
Okay.
Let's see if they stick the landing. Driving past Silent Hill, as a shortcut, Travis Grady, our protagonist, swerves his truck, as many do,
Mm-hmm.
to avoid hitting someone crossing the road. While following the spirit manifestation of a schoolgirl, he stumbles upon a burning house. Being the hero that he is, he rescues a girl who is found immolated in some kind of ritual, making it out alive, losing consciousness outside of the house. Travis awakens in Silent Hill. He then wonders what happened to the girl, stumbling on a town map of the business section of town, which is the second half of Silent Hill Part 1, but
Mm-hmm.
like south of it. So where like the hospital is and all that stuff.
Because with all these games, they all exist on the same map, just different parts of it?
hmm
Okay. Okay.
Stumbling onto a map of business section of town, he decides to check out Alchemilla Hospital. Here, Travis meets Dr. Michael Kaufman, who, after asking if he's seen a little girl checked in, denies any existence of the girl and tells Travis to go.
This isn't Dr. Victor from the other.
So we all know who the bad
We're
guy.
on the know.
Oh yes, very well in the know.
Okay.
Just to point out here, Travis really has no reason to be in Silent Hill. If I was him, I would have awoken and then just dipped right out. The only reason why we're even in Silent Hill is because he finds out roads to escape are blocked off because sinkholes.
Oh.
While at the hospital, Travis finds out he can slip between Silent Hill's otherworld by touching mirrors. This ability then makes the majority of the areas feel larger than they seem. However, this mechanic eventually does not make sense because it quickly does not matter. There's monsters on either side of Silent Hill. Now, if it was me, I would have had the monsters strictly only on the mirror side, and maybe let them slowly release as we get closer to the end of the game. Just my 2 pennies.
No, that makes sense. If, like, the underworld was like monsters, and maybe in the normal world, you encounter people, and maybe, like, their personalities are reflected in a negative way on the other world, and so maybe they're bosses you fight or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some kind of connection. But yeah, if it's on both, and it kind of makes it lose its
Je ne sais quoi.
yeah.
It's again at Alchemilla where we meet Nurse Lisa, who is not aware of Alessa being admitted.
Is this the same Lisa? Oh, okay.
Same Lisa. During this journey, Travis starts to unlock his repressed childhood memories. He defeats monstrous forms of his parents. His mother had been committed to a local mental institution, one of my favorite levels because it's like one of the biggest ones. And after she tried attempting to kill him, Travis that is, it's also here we run into Alessa Gillespie, who tells us not to trust the little girl we've kind of sort of seen in the mirrors around town.
Question.
Yes.
You may have already said this, and I may have not been paying attention, but is this like it's happening at the same time of? I think it was the second one, the third one, but like at a just different moment. No.
This is a prequel.
Oh shit. Like I was.
We are
thinking-
definitely not a family
okay.
channel on YouTube.
Like I was thinking is like one of those Cloverfield things. Like on one side you have like the Godzilla monster, but across the lake you have John Goodman like terrorizing these two people. But then also at the same time, you have the Cloverfield that's up in space.
Mm-hmm.
Exists all coincide at the same time, just
No,
different areas. Okay, got it.
not
Okay.
even close. Save that for a later VOD.
Okay.
We'll get there. Much later on, while at the apartment by Alchemilla, we find out Lisa and Dr. Kaufman were once lovers, and she was clearly on the stuff. Eventually, we find out Travis's father.
Was it love?
Well, so like, there's like these rooms in the apartments, and one of them's called, I believe, the Cleopatra room, and it's like all done up in red and velvet and like.
This is at the hospital?
No, this is at an apartment complex.
Oh.
Yeah, this is like later on. But anyway, you see her, she's kind of doing this, trying to fix herself. She's like, Travis. And she like walks off. It's a whole thing.
Dang.
Yeah. Eventually, we find out Travis's father had unsubscribed from life.
Mhm.
Unable to live with having his wife committed to the sanitarium. Additionally, because this story really wants, like, to be a part of the Silent Hill Big Boy Club, Travis is hunted down and eventually kills a character called the Butcher, a monster that has been slaughtering other monsters. Think of him as P-Head Daddy Light. Like, everything P-Head Daddy is, human form, metal face, all dragging a sword around. Well, the Butcher is also human form, has half face covered in metal, and roams around with a huge cleaver. Otherwise, nothing new to see here. The payoff is weird here, because being forced to finally defeat the Butcher doesn't mean anything to Travis.
Mm-hmm.
We don't get a moment here where Travis realizes this manifestation meant anything to him, just a huge minor inconvenience. Travis continues following Alessa's spirit manifestation, which refuses to speak to him, and gradually he collects pieces of an unknown pyramid-shaped object. Remember that MacGuffin from the first story, the Flowers?
Is that the red stuff?
No, that was the Algomorphus.
What was the flowers again?
Flowers was a pyramid object that
Oh.
Dahlia gives Harry and says, here, use this for the evil here. And actually it was the exact opposite of what she was.
Kind of like the Cenobites. with
Yeah,
the
it's
little.
pretty Cenobite-y. Well, in this story, we build this object as we defeat boss battles. And in the story, the Flowers is an artifact which contains a trapped demon and can be used to amplify thoughts. Alessa's spirit manifestation uses this completed Flowers to increase her power and free herself from Dahlia's spell, which had inhibited her abilities. Dahlia reveals the cult plans to use Alessa to give birth to its god, before leaving to take part in the ritual. And by the way, there's no reason for her to do this. It's like, just for plot-driven reasons, all the way up to the end, the story tends to use and abuse characters for character reasons. Travis heads to the cult's ritual grounds, the thrift store where Harry had found, through a, say it with me now,
secret tunnel, through the mountains, secret tunnel, yeah!
seeing members of the cult, including Dr. Michael Kaufman, surrounding Alessa's burned body. Travis becomes incapacitated by Dr. Kaufman. In a boss battle, Travis defeats and imprisons the demon within the Flowers in the dreamlike state. And there are 3 endings to this game.
Oh, okay.
The first one, the good one, Alessa uses the Flowers to manifest a baby with half her soul, stopping the ritual. Her spirit manifestation carries the baby to the outskirts of town, seeing Travis off as he returns to his truck, driving away from Silent Hill. Dialogue follows to reveal that the protagonist of the first story, Harry Mason, and his wife find and adopt the baby, naming her Cheryl, while Dahlia and Kaufman plan to cast a spell to draw the other half of Alessa's soul back to town, setting the events of Silent Hill story in motion.
Okay.
The bad ending, Travis awakens strapped to a gurney where he's injected with an unknown substance. He convulses, experiencing a series of visions in which he kills 2 people, where his form is briefly replaced by that of the butcher. And finally, the joke ending. Travis leaves the apartment area with an alien and a dog in a UFO.
Always that UFO dog.
So clearly one of these endings is canon. However, let's be real, the game was developed for the PSP at the time, ported to the PS2 on its last leg. In the meantime, this story's development went through some leaks and a change of hands between the Britons and the Americans. It's Silent Hill in spirit, a cult, a girl being used to birth a god, P-Head Daddy Light, major characters where we haven't seen them since 1999.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, the few things which have sealed the deal for me on this one are twofold. First, the introduction to weapons breaking and the inventory system. And y'all don't understand. Travis can carry up to like 15 mini televisions in his puffer vest.
What do you need the televisions for?
You check them at nurses if you
Shit,
don't have
oh,
items.
That's a thing.
That's a thing.
Okay.
If he wanted to do that, so he wanted, like, he has that all in his puffer jacket, and like, it doesn't make sense. It's like his puff jacket is like the TARDIS.
Huh.
Otherwise, the usually clunkily, funky fighting mechanics are still there, tried and true. And that is Silent Hill Origins. Does it origin anything for you?
No, if it doesn't, it seems to lack the flair that the other ones did, and it was just trying to be something, try to be relevant, I guess, in a way. I didn't play the game, so, but I'm thinking like maybe if it wasn't there, no one would really miss it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, it's there. How would you rank it compared to the ones that you've played? Like,
It's not superior. It's not superior. It's not A team. It's not B team. It's like C team. Yeah.
out of the ones that we've done the videos for so far, what would you say? Is this like the bottom?
Bottom feeder.
Let me ask you this. So it looks like they made references to the more popular games. Have the other games since this made references to this one?
Oh yeah. So like, I mean, up till now, even like Silent Hill 3 makes a reference to Silent Hill 2 with Miriam and Billy Locane being murdered, Wish House,
Okay.
Orphanage, Walter Sullivan, Silent Hill 4. And that was also in Silent Hill 2, becoming Silent Hill 4. So like games reference each other from time to time. And for example, like even in Silent Hill 4, Superintendent's last name is Sunderland. And that is a last name to James Sunderland, you know? For that, like a lot of other video games have done what do you call like callbacks to the past. This one's no different, but it's like they blatantly use and abused characters on just the surface level to just get a character from point A to point B. And there's no real growth. Like usually there's something that like
So it's like cameos.
yeah.
Do the doctor and the nurse and Delilah play any other roles other than their little like appearance, like, hey, ha, go look over there, and like that's it?
That's it.
Oh. Yeah,
So-
then that feels like they're striving for that.
It was
They're pulling at strings.
a vibe.
Yeah.
It was not
I haven't seen you playing this game yet.
No, I played it once on stream, and even that was a struggle bus for me.
What system is this on?
PlayStation 2? PlayStation Portable as well.
Oh.
Yeah. It was definitely a thing.
Did it at least have improved like mechanics playing the game?
They decided to make a katana like 5 swings and it breaks.
Oh.
They made it worse.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't like that
Or
weapon
also
breaking
on top
system.
of that, Travis also he suffers from not knowing how to run. This gentleman will like sprint, which by the way, like in Silent Hill, like you can just hit the run button and just hold that thing down or swap it so when you press it, you're walking instead of running.
Mhm.
You know, like swap, you know. He will run and then he'll start slowing down.
Oh, because he
And
gets
then they
tired?
yes, and then they introduce quick time events.
Is that where like pay attention to the screen and mash the button? Oh, I hate that.
And it shows up for like 0.5 seconds, so you know you're just gonna have to accept this one. You get like one of those rat body monsters chasing after you and stuff like that, and then they'll like wrap along their legs around Travis's torso, and then he'll like have to fight them off and stuff like that. But then like the quick time event shows up so freaking fast that you're just like, I'll just take it to the face. Like just throw this whatever the gooky gut stuff is. Yeah,
just good.
a majority of the things that are quick time eventable, you're just gonna have to eat it. Every single one of them.
All right.
Well, that was Silent Hill Origins, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed this plot breakdown. If you have any questions, comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys, your smiling faces. Say hello to me. I would love to hear from you, as well as the boyfriend unit as well. So, thank you all. It's like a few simple ways of helping out this channel. Like, subscribe, ring the bell notification as always to help the algorithm gods out. Until then, unpleasant dreams.
The pretty little pleasure box.
Yeah, the pleasure box.
I thought that's what, like, it was a puzzle that.
It's a puzzle box.
Uh,
You were just like Freudian slipping there. I was like, pleasure box.
well, because I thought that's what their whole thing was. Is like pain is pleasure.
Yeah, it is.
So pleasure box.
It is. I thought the pleasure box I thought you were talking about.
Oh.